Lattice energy. By the end of this lesson, students will be able to define lattice energy, standard enthalpy chain of atomization, ionization energy, and electron affinity. Draw and apply a bond-Hebel circle to determine the lattice energy. List the factors that affect lattice energy. Define standard enthalpy chain of hydration and solution. Relate the solubility of ionic compound with its standard enthalpy chain of solution. When gaseous ions of opposite charges are allowed to come together to form a solid crystal lattice, heat is released. Why is heat released? This is because ionic bonds are formed. The definition of lattice energy, the heat released when 1 mole of solid compound is formed from its gaseous ion is called its lattice energy. The reaction between solid sodium and gaseous chlorine to form solid sodium chloride involves several steps. Solid sodium are converted to isolated gaseous sodium atoms, which in turn are converted to gaseous sodium ions. You can see here from sodium solid, it converts to sodium gas and then convert to sodium gaseous ion. And lastly, it forms sodium chloride in a solid. It will also happen to chlorine. From chlorine gas in terms of molecule to form a chlorine gas in terms of atom, and then it forms chlorine or chloride ion. Gaseous chlorine molecules are converted to isolated gaseous atoms. These atoms are then converted to the gaseous chloride ion. Solid sodium chloride is formed from this sodium ion and chloride ion. The conversion of solid atom to gaseous atom is called atomization. Is this an exothermic or endothermic reaction? Standard enthalpy chain of atomization we can derive as the heat absorbed when 1 mole of gaseous atom formed from its element under standard condition. Heat absorbed, that means the value positive, and it means this reaction is endothermic reaction. The heat absorbed when 1 mole of gaseous sodium atom is formed from solid sodium atom under standard condition is called its standard enthalpy chain of atomization. Chlorine exists as a molecule under standard condition. Energy is absorbed to break the covalent bonds present to form gaseous chlorine atom. And now look example chlorine. Okay. It also a positive value. That means it's also endothermic reaction. To form 1 mole of gaseous sodium ion, 1 mole of electron have to be removed from 1 mole of gaseous sodium atoms. The energy involved is called ionization energy, where ionization energy we can define as the minimum energy required to remove 1 mole of electron from 1 mole of gaseous atom in its ground state. You can see here from Na gas to form Na plus gas and plus 1 electron, where we remove 1 electron. Which one is the correct energy level to show ionization process for sodium? Okay, this one. Because the energy positive. IE for Na is equal positive 496 kJ per mole. To form 1 mole of gaseous chloride ion, 1 mole of electron have to be added to 1 mole of gaseous chlorine atom. The energy involved is called electron affinity. Electron affinity we can define as the enthalpy change when 1 mole of gaseous atom accept electron to form 1 mole of gases anion. You can see here chlorine gas accept 1 electron to form a chloride ion. Which one is a correct energy level diagram for this process? Yeah. Okay. EA of chlorine, energy affinity of chlorine, is equal to negative 349 kJ per mole. We can combine the step in the reaction between sodium and chlorine into an energy circle called a Born-Haber circle. Okay, from sodium solid to sodium gas, atomization of sodium. From sodium gas to sodium ion, ionization energy. Okay, chlorine, from molecule chlorine to atom chlorine, atomization of chlorine. Okay, now you can see the complete Born-Haber circle from Na solid to form Na gas. Delta H atomization of sodium. From Na gas to Na plus gas is ionization energy of sodium. From Cl2 to Cl gas is atomization of chlorine. From Cl gas to Cl minus gas is electron affinity of chlorine. Then combination between sodium and ion and chloride ion from NaCl solid is a lattice energy. This is from sodium solid and reaction with the chlorine. It form NaCl is a delta H formation. You can see all the arrow at the same direction we will add and opposite direction we will minus. Okay. Delta HF is equal delta H atomization of sodium, delta H atom for chlorine, Re for sodium, Ea for chlorine, and lattice energy. This is a value for each enthalpy chain. Okay. From this equation, we can rearrange to determine the lattice energy is equal negative 776 kilojoule per mole. We can construct a bond-Hubble circle that provides a better view of energy changes. Let us determine the lattice energy of MgO using this circle. Okay, start from beginning. Mg in a solid form, convert to Mg in a gas form. Mg in the gas form convert to Mg plus in the gas form. Okay, in this case, Mg have 2 times ionization energy. This is the second ionization energy. And then this one is from O to O minus is electron affinity. For oxygen, it also occurs twice because oxygen O2 minus, that means this is a first electron affinity, then this is a second electron affinity.